Okay, so here's what I know. I'm supposed to involve the Lambert W function in 10.2 number 71, which says W of x is f inverse of x, where f of x is x e to the x for x bigger than or equal to -1. Okay, so obviously, if we did f to f inverse of x,
We get null.
those would undo each other,
Yeah.
right? And so you would get to where?
Your input.
You would get back the input you put into this. You guys see that? Like if you do something and then undo it, you're back where you started, right?
Fair.
So you started at x, you did f inverse, and then you undid f inverse. So fundamentally, you get back to x. So they're telling me now I should observe that because f of x is x e to the x, and w is the inverse to that, that x should be f done to w of x. Right?
Oh,
So if I
yeah,
do
yeah.
f to w, I get w of x e to the w of x.
Yeah.
Right? Like think put a box where each x is, and then cram w of x in there. Good with this?
Yes.
Okay. And then they tell me, given that w of 10 is 1.746, I don't know why I wrote down g.
Yeah, I was really confused with
Okay,
that.
w of 10 is 1.746. I'm supposed to find a solution to the equation t e to the 2t is 5.
T e to the 2t is 5.
Solve
Right.
t e to the 2t is 5. Okay. What? Totally. This is confusing as F, right?
As an f of x.
These look really, really different, right?
Use the f of x out of u.
So, do you see something that looks, I don't know,
Well,
similar?
yeah, well,
Like, what about that
Okay,
thing
W-
relates to this stuff?
The w of x e w of x reminds me of t e to the 2t.
Okay, that seems legit. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Like, there's a T in the top and bottom, right? That reminds me of like either F or this thing where there's W's in both bits, right?
C.
You guys see that? Okay, but what's different? Like,
A 2 and a 5. A equals 5.
yeah, so the equals 5 part is weird,
And then
and
the
it
two.
seems like there should be a 2 here.
Yes.
You guys see that?
Yes.
So let me just make that happen just to see. How do I make that happen just to see?
Multiply by 2.
We can multiply by 2. Right? So if we multiply by 2, we'll get 2t e to the 2t is 10. You guys with me on that?
Yeah.
Okay, and let's see, what do I know? I know that w of 10 is 1.746.
What are we solving for? Oh, we're trying to figure out.
I'm trying to figure out what t is there, right?
Right.
So then would 2t equal 1.746?
I don't know. That seems like it might be kind of reasonable.
And it would be-
Let me mix and match a little bit, right? So here's the other thing I know, right? I know kind of this guy. Just about that.
Oh.
So
So you know t must be.
I know W of 10, right?
So t is 5.
So if I plug 10 in,
You plug 10 in, so you get 1.
if I plug 10 in
Yeah.
to this thing, I should get W of 10 e to the W of 10
Equals 1.
is 10.
No, 1.7.
I just plugged x is 10 in for this equation. You guys see that?
Oh, right. Because you did it. Just you undo what you did every time.
Okay, and now I think I know something interesting. Because the 10s are the same,
Right.
and this is like stuff e to the stuff, and this is something e to the something.
So you need 2t has to equal 10.
So I think 2t has to be W of 10. And then I think Connor's thought kicks in. You see that? So those two guys being equal would tell me that 2t has to be 1.746. And so t is then
Half of 1.7.
half of 1.746. 1.746 over 2. Cool. Brad, I can see why that was problematic.
Yeah.
When confronted with some kind of thing that you've never seen before that seems really confusing as heck, like matching is a good thought. If you can just get things to match a little bit, everything will be a little easier. Even if you have to dig around in your brain for something that looks like this a little bit, that'll often be a good spot to start. Cool?
Cool.